Hey guys, what's going on? I'm just gonna call myself MC just to keep my anonymity. Yeah, I decided to try the whole YouTube thing with cars. And what have I got here? It's a 1986 Dodge Charger. Yeah, this is a Dodge Charger. It's not the big V8, big bodied muscle car of the 60s. You know, things were kind of sucking for Dodge at this point in the 80s. Yeah, what the hell even is a Dodge Charger from the 80s? Well, it's kind of based off the Dodge Omni, and the Dodge Omni was created back in, say, the early 70s. It's kind of a replacement. To go way back, everything's kind of started off with the Simca 100, which is a car from Europe, a French car in the 60s. And that thing was sucking ass by the time the 70s hit around. And it was discontinued. And Chrysler of Europe decided to get together with Simca and make the Talbot Horizon. And at the same time, they're also making the Plymouth Horizon or the Dodge Omni at this point. So like the Talbot Horizon was the European version of the car, and the Plymouth Horizon / Dodge Omni were kind of the American ones. They're fairly similar. There are some differences, but if you look at pictures, I'll probably put them up during the editing process. But they look quite similar to the Mark I Golf, and that's because, well, they kind of cousins. Because Volkswagen kind of had the same idea that Dodge did, and decided to make the Mark I Golf, which was based off of the Simca 1100. So this is the Dodge Charger, which started off as the Dodge Omni 024, which is kind of the sportier version of the Dodge Omni, and then it kind of became its own thing by the time about 1983. So this has got the quad headlights, so it's not the nicer one, which is the GLH, which was created by Shelby. Yeah, that Carroll Shelby. And it came with originally 2.2 liter, which is gone because I've taken it out because I'm not using the motor. It was originally also an automatic transmission car. And, well, you're probably wondering, what engine am I going to put in it, the original or the new one? Well, I decided I'm not going to rebuild the old engine because half of it was taken for parts. It was basically a long block and transmission just sitting in the engine bay, and it was not worth it. So I decided to take it apart, take it out, and I've got this. So this is a 2003 Dodge Neon SRT4, which has the turbo 2.4 liter 4-cylinder and 5-speed manual, and this motor and transmission is going in the Charger. So I footed the bill for the Charger and all the parts of it so far, and my father helped me get this one. This is about $3,000. It's on the low end for these cars, and yeah, it's pretty clapped. It's been hitting the rear. Paint's peeling like crazy. Interior is just as bad, missing parts all over the place, but it runs and drives, which is the key thing here. It originally ran like crap. It didn't want to boost very well. In fact, well, wanted to boost, but it just wouldn't go. Turns out it was a tuning issue. And after I had a stock tune flash to it, it runs like a dream now. So this is going to be torn apart real soon. Back in here, now that we've gone over the whole history of this car and the platform I chose for the engine, what have I done so far to this car? Because I kind of haven't filmed anything up until this point. So far I've took the K-frame out, everything out, repainted everything, all new bushings, tie rod ends, and ball joints. All new brake setup. So this is the SLH1 brake kit from TurboDodge.com. So it trades out the stock brakes for Dodge Caravan brakes from I believe 1985 to 89. It has bigger the pistons are bigger, and also the brake pads are longer, so it'll bite harder and have better braking, which is going to be necessary because I'm basically doubling the horsepower. I've not taken anything out suspension wise. I'm hopefully later on, maybe I get some money down, I can put some coilovers on this thing, which would be badass, but for now I'm just keeping the stock suspension set up. And I've done the same thing to the rear. Taken the rear trailing arm torsion beam thingy, sandblasted it, repainted it, repainted the drums. All the internals of the drums were brand new because somebody had at some point replaced them. So just kept those and made sure they were adjusted. New gas tank and new sending unit. And since we're going fuel injected, of course we have the fuel pump and regulator setup going back here. Hopefully it'll be relatively safe. And repainted that's the tube for the gasoline to go into the gas tank. Interior wise, I've pulled the dash out, pulled all the trim pieces out. I've had to fix some rust in here. I'll show some pictures of it. We basically cut it out, patched it out, and then painted over it. So that shouldn't be an issue for a long time. And then power washed the carpet. It's back in the car. It's nice and clean. Rebuilt the AC, so it's got a new heater core and evaporator. And new headliner. The old one was really droopy. And then it was originally a lighter blue, got a little more of a navy blue now. And also new insulation underneath that. And yeah, that's pretty much interior. So the plan is, interior wise, to repaint all the trim pieces. I'll try to make another video on that process. Put all that back in the car, and then work on getting the SRT4 torn apart and migrated over to the Charger. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll make some more videos on the build process, at least try to. I'll include more pictures I've taken so far. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'll see you later.